Have you ever felt a chill run down your spine as if someone or something was watching you? Welcome, brave souls, to a journey into the eerie realm of the unexplained. We're about to unravel the top 5 most terrifying and infamous horror stories worldwide. These tales, steeped in controversy and based on real events, have left their chilling mark on history. From haunted houses to malevolent spirits, each story promises a spine-tingling experience. Prepare yourself as we dive into the unknown and face the fear together. In the heart of New York City, there lurks a mansion with a dark past, known as the House of Death. This foreboding brownstone on West 10th Street has seen more than its fair share of tragedy and terror. Built in the mid-19th century, it has been the stage for over 22 deaths and countless ghostly encounters. This house, with its ornate iron railings and imposing facade, has a reputation that precedes it. It's whispered among locals and paranormal enthusiasts alike, each retelling adding another layer to the chilling legend of the House of Death. The house first gained notoriety in the late 19th century, when it was inhabited by none other than famed author Mark Twain. Twain lived in this house for only a year, but it seems he never truly left. His specter, clad in a white suit and puffing on a cigar, is said to be the most frequently cited apparition. He's been known to engage in conversation with the living, often uttering his famous line, "I have no regrets. I was not even sorry that I was dying." But Twain is not the only restless spirit that roams the corridors of the House of Death. Over the years, residents and visitors alike have reported mysterious happenings. Unexplained noises, chilling drafts, and spectral apparitions have become almost commonplace. In the stillness of the night, the faint echoes of laughter and whispers can be heard, remnants of the house's tragic past. The house's most haunting tale, however, is that of a young girl who met her untimely end within its walls. Her spirit, often seen cradling a stuffed animal, is said to be trapped in the house, forever reliving her final moments. The House of Death, with its dark history and spectral inhabitants, has become a symbol of the city's haunted past. Despite the frequent ghostly encounters and eerie atmosphere, the house continues to be occupied. Many who have lived there swear the house is cursed. Would you dare to spend a night there? In the early 19th century, a family in Tennessee became the victims of a malicious entity known as the Bell Witch. In the heart of America's southern charm, in a small town called Adams, the Bell family found themselves in the throes of a chilling tale that would echo through centuries. The patriarch, John Bell, moved his family to the peaceful farmlands of Tennessee, hoping for a quiet life. But, unbeknownst to them, they were stepping into a sinister narrative that was far from the tranquility they sought. The tale unfolds with the family's encounters with peculiar animals around their property, which soon escalated into eerie noises in the night, knocking sounds on walls, chains being dragged across floors, and chilling whispers echoing through their home. But the horror didn't stop there. The entity, dubbed the Bell Witch, didn't remain content with just haunting the family. It began to speak, its voice changing from that of a feeble old woman to that of a raging man, hurling curses and threats. It was said to have relentlessly tormented the family, particularly the youngest daughter Betsy and John Bell himself. The most horrifying incident, however, was the mysterious death of John Bell. The once robust farmer's health began to decline rapidly, his body weakening and his mind clouded by an unseen force. On a cold December day in 1820, John Bell drew his last breath. A vial of strange liquid was found, and when a drop was given to the family cat, it died instantly. The witch's voice echoed through the house, claiming responsibility for John's death. The Bell Witch's reign of terror didn't end with John Bell's death. Stories recount how she continued to haunt the family, only fully departing when Betsy broke off her engagement to a local boy, as the witch had demanded. The Bell Witch remains one of America's most notorious hauntings, a tale that still terrifies to this day. This haunting saga serves as a chilling reminder that not all ghost stories are mere tales spun around campfires. Some, like the Bell Witch, are deeply rooted in reality, leaving behind a legacy of fear and intrigue. In the late 1970s, a small house in Enfield, England became the center of a paranormal storm. This storm, known as the Enfield Poltergeist, is one of the most infamous cases of supposed supernatural activity in history, and it's not hard to see why. Imagine a seemingly ordinary house in a quiet suburb. Now, picture that same house plagued by inexplicable phenomena, furniture moving on its own, objects levitating in midair, and chilling disembodied voices. This was the Hodgson family's reality for over a year. The most unsettling aspect of this case was the voice of an old man, which reportedly came from the youngest daughter, Janet. Witnesses claim that this eerie voice would rant, curse, and even answer questions, all while Janet was in a trance-like state. This, coupled with the levitating objects and other strange occurrences, led many to believe that the house was haunted. However, not everyone was convinced. Critics argued that the children were playing tricks and that the supposed paranormal activity was all a hoax. They pointed to instances where the children were caught faking phenomena, casting doubt on the entire case. The controversy surrounding the Enfield Poltergeist has only fueled the fire of its notoriety, making it a topic of heated debate even decades later. And while it's true that some of the evidence can be explained away, there are still aspects of the case that remain a mystery. For instance, how could a young girl like Janet produce the voice of an old man for such extended periods of time without damaging her vocal cords? And what about the numerous eyewitness accounts of objects moving on their own? The Enfield Poltergeist is a chilling tale that straddles the line between reality and the supernatural. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, the story of the Enfield Poltergeist is sure to send shivers down your spine. Despite the skepticism, those involved in the Enfield case maintain that the events were all too real. In the winter of 1959, 9 hikers in Russia met a horrific and unexplained end in what is now known as the Diatlov Pass incident. This event has baffled investigators and sparked conspiracy theories for over 6 decades, leaving a chilling legacy that continues to haunt the world of unsolved mysteries. On the slopes of the Ural Mountains, a group of experienced hikers, led by Igor Diatlov, embarked on a trek that was supposed to be a routine expedition. Yet, the journey took a sinister turn when all 9 hikers failed to return. A search party was dispatched, and what they discovered was a scene that defied all rational explanation. Their tent was found ripped open from the inside, and their bodies were scattered across the snow, some up to a mile from their campsite. The hikers had abandoned their shelter in sub-zero temperatures, most of them barefoot and inadequately dressed, as if they were compelled by an unseen panic. But the strangeness did not end there. Several of the hikers had suffered severe internal injuries, comparable to the impact of a car crash, yet their bodies bore no external wounds. One of the hikers was even missing her tongue and eyes, a gruesome detail that has fueled wild speculations. Over the years, theories about what happened on that fateful night have ranged from avalanches and hypothermia to more outlandish speculations involving secret military experiments, yetis, and even extraterrestrial encounters. Despite numerous investigations, none have provided a conclusive explanation. The enigma of the Diatlov Pass incident is not just about the cause of death. It's about the inexplicable behavior of the hikers and the bizarre circumstances that surrounded their demise. Why would experienced hikers leave the safety of their tent in the middle of a freezing night? Why were their injuries so severe, yet without external signs of trauma? And why was their campsite abandoned in such a state of disarray? The Diatlov Pass incident remains one of the most chilling unsolved mysteries in history. It's a grim reminder that sometimes the most terrifying stories are the ones that have no clear answers. From haunted houses to vengeful spirits and unexplained mysteries, these stories continue to haunt us. We've journeyed through some of the world's most chilling tales, each one steeped in fear and controversy. Let's look back at the House of Death, a place where 22 spirits reportedly linger, trapped in a perpetual state of unrest. Its chilling history and spectral inhabitants are a stark reminder of the horrors that can reside within everyday walls. Then there was the tale of the Bell Witch, a vengeful spirit that terrorized the Bell family. The torment they endured at the hands of this supernatural entity is a chilling testament to the power of unexplained phenomena. Our journey took us next to the Enfield Poltergeist, a haunting that left a family in fear and a nation in disbelief. The relentless, unseen force that invaded their home continues to inspire debates about the existence of the paranormal. Lastly, we explored the Diatlov Pass incident, where 9 hikers met their untimely demise under mysterious circumstances. The unexplained nature of their deaths still baffles experts, making it one of the most disturbing mysteries of our time. Each of these stories has carved its own place in the annals of horror, leaving us with questions that may never be answered. Remember, the next time you feel a chill run down your spine, it might just be one of these stories coming to mind. Sleep tight.